Hi, I'm Mark Sterry Blunt. I've been in full-time hypnotherapy practice since 2003, helping people um, with so many different problems. And one of them, quite a common problem, and a problem which causes a huge disruption, not only in their lives, but also in the lives of their family, and sometimes proves to be a bit of a problem at work, is a fear of flying. Now, fear of flying is quite well known to be a fear of or a dislike of losing control. Tests have been done with groups of people around the world, many different countries, people of different races and people of different religions. And 100 people, 200 people in an audience have been given a piece of paper and a pencil and asked to draw a drawing which represents for them a fear of losing control. And around the world, the answer is the same. Out of 100 people, 98 will draw an aeroplane, one won't draw anything. And there's always one clever person who will draw a helicopter. But basically, 99 people in every 100 draw an aeroplane or a helicopter, something to do with flying. It's quite an unnatural thing for us to do, and it just relates to a fear or a dislike of losing control. Given that, we then can look at your fear of flying and begin to wonder what it is you fear or dislike losing control over. With hypnotherapy, we can look through all the experiences you've had in your life and find the one or the ones where you were in a situation which was out of your control and which was unpleasant for you and which you did not want to go through again. Here is the cause of your problem, and this is where changes need to be made. And whilst in hypnosis, you will probably see that this situation or this series of recurring events happened many, many years ago. A long time ago, when your mind and your characteristics were being formed, and your subconscious thought it was a good idea to make some changes to develop your character, to try and avoid situations where you are going to be out of control. It's quite a logical thing to do. The difficulty is that if this has now become part of your character, to avoid situations that are out of your control, it's part of your character. This could have been formed when you were 15. You could now be 45 and be in trouble every time you think of flying. This could upset the whole family with holidays. You could have a daughter who wants to get married in America and you daren't go. You could have a job where you might be required to fly to Europe or somewhere to a meeting. I have seen separately two individual RAF fighter pilots who had a fear of flying. There's nothing wrong with flying. They can fly a fighter jet at almost 3 times the speed of sound and fire rockets whilst they're doing so. They don't have a problem with flying whatsoever. But get them on a passenger plane, put them in a passenger seat, and they've got a fear of flying. It's a fear of losing control. They're not in the driving seat and they don't like it. If you find where your fear of flying, your fear of losing control really came from, and deal with that situation, resolve it, you will see that the situation was affecting a much younger you and your reaction was appropriate for you at that time. You will see that it's quite inappropriate for you of today. The situation isn't ongoing, it's not happening now. You're in a completely different situation, you are a completely different person, you're much older, you've got different things around you, you've got a family or whatever, but you've moved on since then and you can fly if you want to. Once you acknowledge where your fear of losing control came from. Look at the situation, see that situation isn't in existence today, and therefore that your fear of losing control is invalid, inappropriate, redundant today. You will let it go, and miraculously you will be able to get on an aeroplane without panic, without drugs, and you will happily go on holiday, you will happily go abroad for your daughter's wedding, you will happily go to Frankfurt for work. The help can be given with hypnotherapy. I've done it many times. You can benefit from it if you come and see me. You can email me at mark with a K at hypnotherapy-clinic-leeds.co.uk, or you can check out my website where there's more information, and that is hypnotherapy-clinic-leeds.co.uk. Thanks for watching.